So for you, if there was anything the wizard could give you that you found out at the end of the day you already had all along, what would that one thing be in regards to making this movie?
I would say the heart and the emotion of what I felt when I first saw it on stage. I would hope that this movie gives wonder and curiosity to some kid out there, and I would hope that that would be in this movie.
You're no stranger to big sets. Like, you are probably the preeminent person that's doing it practically on the
Yes.
day. With that said, is there a particular moment where you went back to childhood and said, oh my gosh, I wish the 8-year-old me could see this?
I mean, every day was like that. I walked onto Munchkinland, and you're on the yellow brick road, and you can't believe that this is your yellow brick road, and you see Galinda and her bubble on the thing, and there's hundreds and hundreds of extras. You can walk into any building there. Emerald City, walking down, we have a 60-ton train that we actually have that runs on a track, and you're walking in, and we had like 7'7" people, we had 3'3" people. Like, it was like this beautiful collection of people, and the life and the ambition of Emerald City with cobblestones and dancers. I mean, it was unlike anything I had ever been a part of before.
I mean, it pays off beautifully. You know, people lean into the musical largely because they love The Wiz, or they love The Wizard of Oz, or they love the books even.
Yeah.
So you have all these different fans coming. They all want to be pleased.
Oh, yeah.
How do you please them all and also get the John vision in there?
You can't please them all. But I knew what I felt like when I watched Wicked for the first time before it went on to Broadway. I saw it with my mom in San Francisco when they were workshopping it. And I remember being blown away by it. I remember what it felt like to be reminded of, oh, wait, that's from The Wizard of Oz. Oh, that's so clever. Oh, that's a... And I remember what it felt like to see those two girls, Elphaba and Galinda, and fall in love with that relationship. And so I knew that if I could protect those things and use the tools of cinema to expand the rest, then we would have something really interesting here.
And you mentioned Elphaba, Glinda. It starts with them. Casting is key.
Yep.
How excited were you? Well, I mean, because I've just asked your two actresses, who, by the way, say you are the perfect director.
That's very nice.
How excited were you conversely? Like, what would your social media have looked like had you posted the moment you locked them?
I'm really glad we found each other. We couldn't have made this movie without the two of them. We wouldn't have made this movie if you couldn't find those two. Like, very specifically, at this moment, Cynthia speaks a soul into Elphaba's words that we've heard so many times. That makes this a necessity right now. And Galinda speaks her words, even through the Ariana Grande persona, this most popular girl in the world, that she's finding a new way of herself in this movie. Even the way she puts her name at the end of the movie and changing her name actually in it as Ariana Grande Butera. Like, to me, she's a new person in that, and that's a hard thing, transition and change. And those two representing that, to me, is so magical and is what the movie is actually about within their relationship. And so I'm excited for people to see that.
And so, forgetting scenes, because they're all brilliant, if there were one screen grab that represents the moment in time in this movie where it exceeded your expectations.
Exceeded the expectation? I mean, it's a simple one. It's not like a big flashy moment. It's the moment she puts on the cape on her, and there's the perfect circle, but there's the cracks in the windows, so the O's and the Z's, and what Elphaba does in Oz is bring these cracks and sharp angles, and it's the two ladies, and there's the broomstick in between, and she's like, come with me. And Galinda can't go with her, and she can't say that she's not going with her. And that moment, the look between the two when they realize that they're gonna not be together, is heartbreaking for me, and is what we built this whole movie around.
It's all about heart.